But Justin Crawford, he is one of the few prospects that I believe has a legitimate 80 tool, and that speed is otherworldly. Like it is track speed on the base paths. Like he is so fast. He makes good swing decisions. He's a good defensive center fielder. He's got a good enough arm that I don't think you have to worry about him moving off the position. The only question with him is while he has an 80, he also has a 20 in our grades, and he has a 20 grade power because he does swing down a lot. And that ultimately saps the quality of contact and everything like that. But he does have really high exit velocities. So I do think that there is something that needs to be coaxed out of him a little bit. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive because he had a 9.4 swinging strike rate across high A and double A. But I think that if he starts to become a little bit more aggressive, alter the swing path, this is a guy who could just all of a sudden take off in the high minors and be maybe playing center field for the Phillies in the postseason this year.
I would like that. That'd be very exciting. And obviously, we haven't said it yet. If you don't know at home, Justin Crawford, the name is familiar because it's Carl Crawford's son. So when Reese says things like immaculate speed, great defense, could move quickly, a great hit tool, it all makes sense because it's in the genes. However, we remember Carl Crawford could put the ball in the air. He had power. The real thing with Crawford is, of course, as you said, Reese, from my perspective, and I'm curious if you could collaborate on this with me, the flat swing path, it does cover the zone well in terms of when he swings, he covers so much space in the zone and can make contact well. But again, maybe that flat path not having more of an uppercut to it allows him to, like you said, hit the ball into the ground. It's not put in the air as much. With high exit velocities, with a strong contact tool, you wonder, okay, why are there not more doubles, triples, home runs, extra base hits to see here for Crawford? I think it is just, again, because he hits the ball on the ground so much. Everything else you could want in a center field prospect, Crawford really ticks the boxes. But you said it earlier, man, in the show. Center field is just such a high bar for offensive production now. So do I worry about Crawford? In some respects, yes. It almost is like the joke nowadays. Keep the ball off the ground challenge. Level hard, a.k.a. Justin Crawford edition.
That's the big thing that's going to hold him back from being like anything more than like just a nice solid center fielder who I think teams are always looking to upgrade upon, unless he does, because he does have the raw power in the tank. Like he has some pretty nice exit velocities. It's not like he's a slap hitter or anything like that. We talked about Chandler Simpson. Chandler Simpson is a slap hitter. He's just also an otherworldly runner, so he kind of makes up for it. Crawford is an otherworldly runner who can make up for it, but there is more offensive juice in the tank, right? And it's on the Phillies to coax that out of him more, and it's also on Crawford to want that a little bit more. Does he sacrifice some of that high contact rate for a little touch more power? Because if he's going from, let's say right now he's 8 to 10 home runs to 15 to 18 home runs, this is an all-star caliber player. Like that's the sort of ceiling with a highlight defensive center fielder plays and everything like that. Crawford has a chance to really up his prospect stock.
Let's play the game then, shall we? I mean, Reese, let's say hypothetically you tell me, okay, I can make Justin Crawford go from 5 to 8 home runs in a season to 16 to 20 home runs in a season, but his batting average drops yearly. How many points?
I'm okay if it drops 20 points because then you're trading that for quality contact and more runs.
I'm okay if it drops 30 points at that point.
Yeah.
If we can more than double his home run output, I mean, that's more runs on the board. We know that there's going to be guys that can get on base. We know that he himself is going to be a run scorer. We know that he's going to stick around at a premium defensive position. I would love to see some kind of tweak made with this swing path. Just a little bit more uppercut to it, and man, we could really unlock something monstrous. And to say that he's not very good right now is really missing the lead here. Justin Crawford's a top 100 prospect, and he should be, across fantasy baseball, and he should be valued as such.